Absolutely drawn to chaos. Drawn to it. Like flies on ish. Just drawn to it, man. Even if they're not involved, they got to be around, man, and continue to hype up the situation, man.
I'm my baby, you tripping, ho. I'm doing what I say, ho. You tripping, ho. On me, ho. On my head.
Man, I am at beautiful Hole in the Rock, which is in Tempe, Arizona, or this could be Phoenix. It's on the border. We're right next door to the Phoenix Zoo, another dope place, man. I love coming out here. Anyway, I come out here to balance it out, right? Because I watch some of this ridiculousness, man, and I want to experience nature and be somewhere where it's beautiful, but I have to balance it out, right? I have to take some ridiculousness with calmness and beauty. So here I am at Hole in the Rock, right next door to the Phoenix Zoo. So now we have this next police body cam video. Waffle House goes from 0 to 100 in an instant. Without further ado, let's take a look, man. These y'all peoples, man. These y'all peoples. This is why these businesses don't want y'all coming over there, man. They don't want nothing to do with y'all little ninjas, man. Y'all little YNs, you little ninjas. Let's take a look, man.
On March 19, 2023, officers were dispatched to a Waffle House in Sanford, Florida, after reports of a fight breaking out between multiple individuals.
Of course.
Give me my phone, though. You have my phone.
I'm kissing.
You have my phone right here for real shit. I need my phone. You talking about chill.
Hey, go outside. Go outside. I get y'all phone. Go outside. I get your phone.
Go outside for their arrest you. Go outside for their arrest you. Just go outside. Just go outside. Just go outside. Just chill. Just chill. Let these people just calm this shit down and get your phone.
Absolutely drawn to chaos. Drawn to it. Like flies on ish. Just drawn to it, man. Even if they're not involved, they got to be around, man, and continue to hype up the situation, man.
I'm my baby, you tripping, ho. I'm doing what I say, ho. You tripping, ho. On me, ho. On my head. You got my hair. You got my hair. Damn. Keep telling your bitch ass. I'm not going nowhere.
Let's go.
You don't break my leg? I don't know that.
Everybody, let's go. Everybody, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, she said he ain't got to go, so it ain't everybody.
Oh, y'all, let's go. They need to pay? They don't care. They don't care for paying, just go.
No, she gonna give me my money.
They don't care for paying, just go. Take the food with you.
No, I said she has not given the food.
Yeah, we done paid for food.
We ain't got nothing to do with what they had.
I don't know it.
Nothing but indignance. There's a bunch of indignation going on here, man. I saw a girl in there with a bonnet on just a second ago, man. Of course. Of course.
My phone. I already paid for my phone.
Okay, excuse me. Oh, please don't push me.
Go out. Because we get to fight again, we got to get to throwing people out physically. All right, bro. How many more people you got coming?
Cops doing their best, man, to de-escalate, right? when you're dealing with ninjas, no, they love this. They love it, man.
Let's go.
You got this brother here, police officer. You already know they're gonna say he and Uncle Tom. They love chaos, man. Any little thing triggers them. They'll use anything to justify this type of behavior. This behavior is egregious, man. And you wonder why establishments do not want YNs there. They don't want them, man. It really makes it bad for all of us. They be looking at us like, oh, is he going wild out or what?
Let's go. Let's go. Get the stepping.
See, it's beautiful out here, man. See how peaceful it is out here? I had to balance it with this craziness, man.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to go here. I think most people avoid Waffle Houses now because of this. Waffle House is synonymous with this type of behavior, unfortunately. And you want to know what? This is the thing. The majority of the Waffle Houses I've ever been to, there's nothing ever going on. There's no fights. Now, have I seen fights at Waffle House before? Yes. Yes, I have. But by and large, no. I guess it all depends on the areas you go to, right? You put a bunch of YNs in a Waffle House, and unfortunately, situations like this happen, man. It's ridiculous.
She started with me.
You gotta go. You're about to go too.
Every single one of them will justify their behavior, man. One little thing triggers them, and they'll take it from, like it said, 0 to 100, and they'll justify whatever they do, whatever destruction they do, berating the police, fighting people, destroying the business. It's all justified because somebody was disrespected or whatever the case is.
Get your car, get in it. Find the car, get in it. Let's go.
Yes, please.
Hey, whoever this car is better open the way.
We waiting on I'll wait for you. Our food is in the
Who's driving this car?
I don't think they make it.
Which one?
Anyone.
You wouldn't want to go here. I wouldn't want to go here.
Is this your car? Whose car? That's a done deal right there.
We still have not found out what was the catalyst to all this yet. All we know. Hold on.
Because they wouldn't allow us. Y'all told us to get out. We paid good money for the food.
Yankee 805 Hotel Zulu Y80586. Put her in custody. What we're not gonna do is keep talking.
You're not surprised.
Nah, man.
Okay.
And I'm not surprised. Be honest.
Man, come on.
What we're not gonna do is keep talking.
Okay, just come on, man.
Go ahead in the car. What's shit? Listen. Y'all go ahead in the car. Let me ask. If they say no, that's what it is. I can't force it. Y'all go ahead in the car. Anybody else? Y'all go ahead in the car. Go ahead in the car. Relax. Go ahead in the car. Because if not, you're gonna just start riding. Y'all grown, man. And I gotta tell y'all nothing 3 or 4 times.
We is grown. I told
Y'all go ahead in the car. Let me ask.
But you don't act grown. You act like a bunch of kids, man. These are grown people that behave this way. You know, to just leave this chaos is an option. It's an option, but no. You're drawn to the chaos, man, like flies on ish.
Who threw that?
the one y'all ain't got in hand. The one who still the hands need to go, because that's who threw it. She won't start it. She don't want
It was the other one y'all got.
Got it. What did she break? She threw that right there, didn't she? I don't know. I'm county. This is Sanford. I just so happen to be in the area. So.
just so happened to be over here. She threw the coffee container in the silver pants walking around.
Oh, the one we got?
No, she's still out there.
Okay.
She's still out there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go.
We need to go. We got
Silver
criminal
pants. She threw the whole coffee thing.
Oh, let's go.
So right now, we still do not have the full story on how this whole thing escalated. I mean, we have an idea. We have an idea, man.
Right there, talking to a
Somebody felt disrespected, I guarantee it. And then they took it upon themselves. I'm gonna burn it, I'm gonna bring it down, I'm gonna destroy everything. They justify it. It probably was a misunderstanding, who knows? But no matter what, they're gonna take any situation and just blow it up 100 times worse than it has to be.
I'm not going to jail. I swear to God, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. I'm
You
not
got no
going
choice.
to jail. You tripping? I don't care.
Who else is involved that's out here right
I'm
now?
not going to jail. I'm not
That's
going to
it.
jail.
That's one?
Like,
Yep,
I'm not
she's
going
the
to
last
jail.
one that threw something.
I don't care, bro. Y'all, I swear to God, on my baby head, y'all want to come with it because I'm not going
Swear to God on my baby, man. On my baby, I ain't going to jail.
I'm not going to jail. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to jail. I'm telling y'all.
Be a great
I'm telling y'all what, you ain't going to jail. You going to jail, bitch. You going to jail. What you gonna do? You tripping.
I said it was gonna happen.
I know, that's why I sit back up.
Bitch, I ain't coming to you.
Alright. I need me a second one for tonight. They closed. Hey, do we got an age for her at least? Make sure she's not a juvenile out here wilding. 18? Good to go.
As a result, 3 individuals were taken into custody and charged with resisting violence and disorderly affray.
Okay, stop it right here. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous, this here. So just a fight broke out between multiple individuals. I still don't fully understand what started this whole situation. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to surmise. You got people who felt like they were disrespected. And that's all it was. You have people that felt like they were disrespected, okay? And then they feel like, okay, since you disrespected me, or that has been my understanding that you disrespected me, because a lot of stuff is just misunderstanding. So they think they can go ahead and take it to a whole level that doesn't match. Your reaction does not match the infraction, the disrespect, whatever. You think that, oh, well, I was disrespected. It gives me the green light to destroy this place, to fight everybody, to be loud and obnoxious, and then everybody else wants to stay around, and then they want to get involved too. Unfortunately, not everyone, but you're gonna have some people that feel like your fight is a reason for me to get involved. Like, okay, it's a green light for me. So, it just is a domino effect. And then you have a ton of people who don't want to leave. Law enforcement shows up, and then they're just standing around like, what y'all coming to eat too? Y'all coming to get some breakfast, law enforcement? No, law enforcement is there to de-escalate the situation, man, because this is a business. And this particular business, I wouldn't be surprised in the future if it shuts down. It closes because it's probably in a predominantly black neighborhood, right? So you get situations like this where, you got fisticuffs, you got all kinds of the store being destroyed. Quite possibly there's shrinkage, there's theft there. And then you have the safety of the employees and the safety of other people that's not involved in this BS. So what does corporate do? They're going to have to make a business decision and say, look, this location is shut down, this location is shut down, or we move it to, maybe a more affluent area, or they move it to an area where law enforcement is more available and present, And then when you come to those areas, guess what? They're going to be looking at you. They're going to be looking at you. Ninjas do it to themselves. YNs do it to themselves because they don't care. I don't get it. If you don't care, won't you stay home and don't care? You have to go ahead and take your don't care attitude to these businesses and show the business that you don't care. I don't give a F. I don't give a F. You don't care so much that you have to put on a show for everyone. That's how much you don't care. You have to show everyone you don't care. It's ridiculous, man. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I've seen this many times throughout my life. And, you know, at one point in my life when I was young and dumb and indoctrinated, sure, would I have partaken in some activities like this? Quite possibly, maybe, you know, allegedly. But as you get older and you understand, man, these are businesses, man. These are businesses that are employing people. These are businesses that give people, you know, places to go to, places to eat, shop, whatever within the community. And then when these places shut down, you have to go out further and further and further. And then you're going to go to places that's not going to put up with this. And guess what you're going to say? Oh, you're following me in the store because you're racist. You're watching me because you're racist. You said this because you're racist. No, man, these people done had enough of YN behavior. They got black fatigue. They got ghetto fatigue. They got N-word fatigue, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think.